Hello friends, this is Mrs. Stevenson. I'm going to read you a story called A Pocket for Corduroy by Dan Freeman. Have you ever heard about corduroy? This is a story about a little bear that goes on an adventure. Let's see some of the places we'll see where corduroy will go. A pocket for corduroy. Late one summer afternoon, Lisa and her mother took their laundry to the laundromat. The laundromat is the place where you go and wash and dry your clothes. So they're at the laundromat. As always on such trips, Lisa carried along her toy bear, Corduroy. The laundromat was a very busy place at this hour. There's moms and dads, they're there putting clothes in the washer and in the dryer, and Lisa's talking to Corduroy. Now, Corduroy, you sit right here and wait for me, Lisa said. I'm going to help with our wash. So Lisa's going to help Mom wash the clothes. Corduroy waited patiently. Then he suddenly perked up his ears. Corduroy's up to something. Lisa's mother was saying, be sure to take everything out of your pockets, Lisa dear. You don't want your precious things to get all wet and soapy. So look at Corduroy's face. He's not very happy. Pockets, said Corduroy to himself. I don't have pockets. He slid off the chair. I must go find something to make a pocket out of, he said, and he began to look around. But Corduroy's going to get out of the chair, and he's going to look for a button because he wants a pocket, and also he has a button that was missing. First he came to a pile of fancy towels and washcloths, but nothing was the right size or color. Then he saw a huge sack of colorful clothes and a big laundry bag. There ought to be something in there to make a pocket out of, he said. So Corduroy's looking inside to see if he can find something to make a pocket. Without hesitating, that means that he didn't wait. He said, I'm going to go look and I'm going to find something to make this pocket with. So he climbed inside the bag, which was filled with pieces of wet laundry. And laundry is clothes, so he's got a bag with wet clothes that need to go in the dryer. The dampness didn't bother Corduroy in the least. This must be a cave, he said, sighing happily. I've always wanted to live in a dark, cool cave. So Corduroy's in a laundry bag. When the time came for Lisa to fetch her bear, he was gone. Oh, Mommy, she exclaimed, Corduroy isn't here where I left him. Lisa's sad. She says, Corduroy's gone. He didn't listen. Corduroy isn't here where I left him. She says, I'm sorry, honey, said her mom, but the laundromat will be closing soon, and we must be getting home. Lisa's sad because it's time to go home, and there's no Corduroy. Lisa was reluctant. That means that she didn't really want to go and leave. She was like, Corduroy's not with me. But her mom insisted, you can come back tomorrow, she said. I'm sure he'll still be here. Lisa's sad because Corduroy is lost right now. As they left, a young man wearing an artist's beret was taking his wet laundry out of the bag. The very bag Corduroy had discovered. Corduroy was in the bag. He's putting the laundry in the dryer. Before he knew it, Corduroy was being tossed together with all the sheets, the shirts, the shorts, and the slacks. So Corduroy's getting ready to be put in the dryer with the wet clothes. But just as the artist was shutting the glass door, Corduroy tumbled out onto the floor. How in thunder did that bear ever get mixed up with all my things? The artist wondered. He said, it wasn't a bear in my bag when I put it in there. But poor Corduroy was damp all over. That means Corduroy was wet. The least I can do for him is to give his overalls a good drying. So the artist said, let me take your little clothes and let's put them in the dryer. And he unbuttoned Corduroy's shoulder straps and he put his overalls in the dryer. So Corduroy's clothes are going to be dried in the dryer. Corduroy grew dizzy as he watched the clothes spinning around. But the artist became inspired. That means like, that looks like a good idea. This will make a wonderful painting, he said, as he took a sketch pad out of his pocket and he began drawing the swirling colors. I can hardly wait to get back into my studio. The studio is where the artist paints and does his work. Finally, the dryer stopped whirling, and the man gathered up the clothes. And then he helped Corduroy put on his warm, dry overalls. All at once, the manager's laundromat called, "Closing time, everybody out." So the artist is going to leave. And look, Corduroy is all alone. Corduroy was gently placed on top of the washing machine. "I wonder who that bear belongs to," said the artist as he was leaving. "Seems to me he should have his name someplace. He's too fine a fellow to be lost." So now Corduroy's in the laundromat all by himself, and it's closed. As soon as the lights were turned off, Corduroy began his search again. That means he began to look for something. He was surprised to see something white glowing in the dark. Maybe it's snow. Do you think there's snow in a box? I don't think so. He said excitedly, "I always wanted to play in the snow." It's laundry detergent. He accidentally tipped over the open lid box and suddenly was covered with soft, slippery soap flakes. Gradually, Corduroy began to slip and slide. "Oh, what fun," he said with a smile. "I always wanted to ski down a steep mountainside." So Corduroy's pretending that he's sliding down a mountain with the soap flakes. He landed paw first in an empty laundry basket. He didn't like the empty laundry basket. "This must be a cage," he said, peeping through the bars. "I never wanted to live inside a cage like a bear in the zoo." Corduroy said he doesn't want to be in a cage. He wants to be outside. But now Corduroy felt sleepy, and soon he nodded off to sleep. Corduroy's tired. He wants to go to bed. The next morning, when the manager came to open the door of the laundromat, there was Lisa waiting. "I left something here yesterday," she explained. "May I look around?" "Certainly," said the manager. "My customers are always leaving things." Lisa was searching under the chair and in back of the washing machine when she heard the manager call her. "Is this what you're looking for?" So he found Corduroy. He was still in the laundry basket. Yes, he's my best friend," shouted Lisa as she came running. She reached in and picked Corduroy out of the basket. "So this is where you've been, you little rascal," she said. "It's time I took you home." So Corduroy was glad to see Lisa because he was sad and all alone. Lisa thanked the manager and ran out the door and down the street, holding Corduroy tightly in her arms. "I thought I told you to wait for me," she said. "Why did you wander away?" Sometimes Mommy tells you to wait when you're in the store and you're shopping, and she says, "Stay close by, don't get away." "Oh, Corduroy, why didn't you tell me you wanted a pocket?" asked Lisa, giving him an affectionate squeeze. That means she hugged him tight. She missed him. She said, "I'll make a pocket for you." That very morning, Lisa sewed a pocket on Corduroy's overalls. "And here is a card. I made it with your name on it for you to keep tucked inside," she said. "I always wanted a purple pocket with my name tucked inside," said Corduroy as he and Lisa nudged noses. How do you think Lisa felt when Corduroy was lost in the laundromat and she had to leave him? Well, I think she was kind of sad because she didn't want to leave him, and she had to wait till overnight before the manager came back to open up the laundromat. And how do you think she felt when Corduroy was found and he said, "Here he is"? She was like, "Oh, Corduroy, here you are." And she said, "Well, why didn't you tell me you wanted a pocket?" So Lisa made Corduroy a pocket for his overalls with his name inside. And he was very happy, and she was too. The end.
Touch that red button.
It's not there. It's not right there.
Right there.